Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. So today, with the ongoing series of Moon in different houses for Aries Ascendant, I am talking about Moon in Taurus. So when Moon is in Taurus, it would be either sitting on Rohini 2, let me come from the first, not Rohini. Kritika 2, Kritika 3, Kritika 4, then Rohini 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then we have Mrighasira 1 and Mrighasira 2. So the 9 amshas of Taurus is complete. You should first understand that who are the lords which rule these nakshatras. Kritika is ruled by the biggest luminant, that is Sun. He is the brightest. Because of him, we are all living. So that is the planet which is the biggest planet. So Kritika. So the next coming is Rohini. So Rohini, one of the brightest stars in our, the celestial sphere in the night sky. You can see Rohini very well, even from the naked eye. So it's a very bright star. And after that comes Mrighasira. So it's ruled by Sun, Moon and Mars. That is Kritika, Rohini and Mrighasira. So Kritika, second pada, that is the first amsha of Taurus. This is very important for us. And why is it important? Is because Moon gets exalted there. So now people are asking some questions. I'll just deviate from this subject just for a minute. There are a lot of questions people keep asking. Sir, how does Saturn gets debilitated in Mars's house, that is Aries, Mars's sign, and Mars gets exalted in Saturn's sign? So these are questions which are to be understood first after understanding why does a planet get exalted in a particular degree in the whole 360 degrees zodiac. It is nothing to do with who is the owner of the Rashi. So, the same way, if somebody goes into the intricacies of Kritika second pada and sees where it will fall in the Navamsha, the second Rashi, that is Taurus, is a fixed sign. Sthira Rashi. Chara, Sthira, Dvisabhava. So, this is a fixed sign. And for fixed signs, the Navamsha starts from the ninth from it. So, from the ninth from it falls in Capricorn. So, the ninth house from Taurus is Capricorn. It is not such a great significant house for Moon. So, why does Moon get exalted in the second pada of Kritika at 3 degrees? Is not to be associated with Kritika Nakshatra. It is to be associated with the degree in the zodiac that I will come to later on. Why Sun at 10 degrees, why Moon at 33 degrees, and why get 33 degrees in the sense 30 plus 3 degrees. So why do you get all these things will come later, in a very systematic manner. Let us come. So, but here today we are talking about Moon in Taurus for the ascendant sign of Aries. When the ascendant is placed in Aries and the second house is Taurus and you have Moon there, one of the strongest positions. And why? Because the peak of this ascendant, of this Rashi Taurus, falls in the nakshatra of Rohini. So the 15th degree I am telling, is exactly in the Rohini nakshatra. So you can see that Kritika nakshatra takes up 10 degrees, from 0 degrees to 10 degrees. That is the 3 padas of Kritika nakshatra. So from 10 degrees till 23 degrees and 20 minutes, it is Rohini. So you can see that the peak of that particular Rashi, the Taurus, is controlled by Rohini, and Moon is very happy in this particular house. Secondly, primary education, the care what an infant gets from mother, and wealth, which is liquid cash, Lakshmi, what we call as that which keeps passing currency. Currency, it's like current, it passes from hand to hand, because once it changes hands, you cannot tell it's mine anymore until unless you have noted down the number of the currency, and then I just gave the bribe and he just took it. I know the number, I'll just tell you. So that's a different issue. But still, once it passes my hand and I pay somebody something, that's done. It goes there, and that money will tell, now my ruler is somebody else. It's like a genie, on paper. So that's ruled by moon, what is called as liquid cash. So when moon is in Taurus, which is its exaltation point, being the fourth lord in the second house, is extremely profitable to the native. And why? Because from the fourth house, if you count, it sits in the 11th from it, in the Labhasthanam, that is the house of profit. So these people have flair in their knowledge, beautiful hair, beautiful skin, attractive appearance, very talkative, mostly tending towards business studies, craving for travel. Why craving for travel? Because there is first quarter and second quarter of Mrighasira there. In that, I'm telling you, it is like what we call it in Sanskrit as samagra, means wholesome predictions. I'm not going for each quarter. It's a very tough thing. That we'll do it in when we come to what we call as nakshatra or stellar astrology. We'll come there. It's a later on process. Flawless expression. Why flawless expression? Because it's the second house. Second house is the face. The first house is the crown. I have been explaining this earlier. So please don't forget the basics. You forget the basics, your astrology will fail. Crown, face. So the face has the eyes, the nose, the smile, expression. So expression speaks more than words. So anyway, these people are talkative. They have their expression, they also speak. So they are very, very, specific with regard to their food, because moon also is the karaka, signifier for the navarasa in the expression, and also the rasas, that is sour, bitter, tangy, all these types of tastes. So it is for both expression and also for taste. This is the adipati, but still for taste to a higher level, Venus captures that particular point. So they crave for travel, investment banking, stock broking, Mrighasira, particularly Mrighasira. I am not talking about any other Rashi, any other Nakshatra. Particularly for Mrighasira, because Mrighasira is owned by Mars, and Moon and Mars, Chandra Mangala Yoga, they love to do investments. So they do investment banking, stock broking, and Rohini second quarter and Rohini fourth quarter. Important 2 quarters. They fall in the Navamshas of Taurus and Cancer. So, what is it? Why is it important? Because the second quarter of Rohini is going to give the status of being Vargottama. So, when a planet becomes Vargottama, it is as good as Moon is double exalted. Exalted in the D1 chart, also placed in the same position in the D9 chart. It's like double exaltation. And also, if you go to the second pada of Rohini, where actually it is placed. So till 10 degrees is Kritika, we leave that. 10 degrees to 13 degrees and 20 minutes is Rohini 1. 13 degrees 20 minutes to 1640 is Rohini 2. So it is in the peak, it's in the mid. So second pada of Rohini is the strongest Mula Trikona Sthana of Moon. So now why did I use that new word Mula Trikona? This is the only planet of all the planets all the 7 planets, which has a Mula Trikona in a different Rashi other than its own sign. So it's in a different sign. So the exaltation point should be recognized from, should be marked from 0 degree Taurus to 3 degree Taurus, and from 3 degree to 30 degrees of Taurus, it is the Mula Trikona, the most strongest placement of moon. And in that particular placement of moon, where it is very comfortable, commanding, in a position, in a status, very prosperous period for moon. See, exaltation means strength, but prosperity, being commanding, having the position, the luck, that comes in Mula Trikona. And within the Mula Trikona sthana, the second pada, that is the quarter of Rohini, that takes control of everything else. The fourth quarter, why is that important? Is because it falls in the sign of Karkataka Rashi in the Navamsha. So, the second, third, and the fourth, let us take the Rohini 2, 3, 4 as all three important factors. And why? Because it spans between Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer in the Navamsha, that is D9 chart, beauty and brains. Beauty, brains, and business. Cancer sign is for business. Moon in Taurus is for a strong head on strong shoulders. And Gemini is for the wit, the speed, the thought, marketing, business, strategy, brains. So, this particular position of moon in the second house for Aries becomes beauty with brains, with knowledge, with ability, versatility to speak, vocabulary. What else you want? You can sell anything anywhere. So, it's I keep telling, you know, you can sell leather jackets to, in a person who is in Sahara Desert. He doesn't need it, but still you can sell it. So, it's just a joke. So, coming to the next point, we have made some notes on this. So, trading and trading with regard to day in and day out in stock market, regular trading, what we call it, not long term trading. This is not long term trading because this is moon. So they do fast trading. They want fast results. But people who are having a bad eighth house, people who are having a bad Mercury placement, and people who are having a weak Lagnadipati, please do not unnecessarily get into trading because I have said that. You will get lost there. So please don't jump into trading only because you are having a Mrighasira Nakshatra. Please don't do that. So Mrighasira 1 and 2 falls, 1 and 2 in the sense that the first quarter and the second quarter of Mrighasira falls in the sign of Leo and Virgo, and these people can do very well in hotel management. They can do very well in travel management. They can excel in cost and accounts. They can do very well in industries where raw materials are produced, like food grains. They can do very well in many things, but still these are some which I have named a few. So, knowledge and money from mother, very important. Fourth lord, second house, mother, in the house of wealth. Matrumulat Dhanaprapti Yoga is a yoga which has been defined in the 300 important combinations by B.V. Raman. Please go there and refer the fourth lord and the second lord and the ninth lord. These are the important lordships which are actually considered for the yoga. But here, I'm just giving you a glimpse into it because the fourth lord is in the second house. That is, mother is in the house of wealth. So, these people also have interest in fine arts. See, interest in fine arts always does not mean that you will become a painter. You can also be a collector. You can have beautiful paintings on your walls. It doesn't mean that a person who loves painting should always get involved into painting. Nothing like that. So these people can be very good, enthusiasts, philanthropists with regard to this particular sector of fine arts and music. Taurus is an earthy sign, and it's a sthira rashi, fixed sign, and moon posited in it will make the native fond of material comforts. He would want to have a comfortable house, fourth lord in the second house once again, luxuries in life, vehicles, fourth lord, vahanasthana, and moon for, voyages. So he would want to go on trips over the sea, across the oceans. Fantastic. Let him enjoy. So this is a beautiful position. Happy to explain this position. These people are very generous. They have a big heart and very stubborn. This is the only negative thing which is for Taurus, because Taurus, the bull, and when it is afflicted, moon in the second house. Let's say it is afflicted by a friendly planet for the second house for Taurus is Saturn, but a very dangerous placement for moon and Saturn in the second house, which will make the person extremely stubborn with regard to his speech, with regard to his thinking. So if not afflicted, then what all I have said will be a happy reading for you people. So thank you very much for today's class.